Now, let's look at fire. Here are the historical figures for fires in the United States. We see a spike in the early 80s, when there was also a lot of crime, and then the number of fires drops dramatically from more than 200,000 per year to now maybe 70,000 on average. If you wanted to show that the number of fires were increasing, you'd have to start showing the data from 1983 onward. Keep that date in mind as we go. 1983. Here are the number of acres burned. Remember this next August when the press tells you that CO2 is causing the fires you see on your TV screen. If you wanted to lie with these statistics, you would just show the data from 1983 forward. If you did that, you'd have an upward sloping line on both charts, right? And that's exactly what the United Nations does. According to this view, both area burned and expenditures are up about 4 times in 30 years since 1983. Of course, they know the numbers going back in time before this date, so why don't they show them? How much can we trust the United Nations if they're willing to use these tactics? Last year, there was a lot of talk about fires in Australia. The amount of acreage burned was high, but nowhere near the 4 years with higher numbers. News reports say that preventative burning had been stopped and had even been illegal for the previous several years, so a lot of fuel built up. Authorities later arrested 24 people for arson. Despite Swedish girls crying on TV, do you think CO2 is really responsible? Was it responsible in 1974 as well?